let's talk all things housing, prognostications to property sales, with some interest rate observations thrown in. Hi, I'm Susan Roberts with eXp Realty, your favorite gray-haired realtor. And even though the housing market is starting to cool down, we're still in a major seller's market. The number of days that it would take to sell all the current inventory increased by 6 days over last month to 27. Remember, in a neutral market, it would take 4 to 6 months for everything to sell, so we have a ways to go before we hit neutral. Sold homes went down 9% month over month and down almost 16% year over year, most likely due to the rise in interest rates. Some economists expect rates to stay in the 5% plus range for the rest of 2022, but one of the top prognosticators expects rates to fall into the 4.5% range in the fourth quarter of this year through the first quarter of 2023. More on this topic later. Let's finish looking at the July stats, and these are only for single-family homes in Hamilton County. New listings were down 25% from last month, which adjusted the previous month's upward spike of 25%. However, the overall active listings were up 13.5% over last month and a whopping 66.6% over last year. Homes aren't selling as quickly. I'm seeing quite a few price decreases, and all of this indicates that the market is cooling and leveling off. Average days on market went up to 16. That's 4 more days from last month, and a yearly high, believe it or not. I would expect the days on market to continue to gradually climb upward. The median price dropped again in July to $430,000, but let's put this into perspective. In July of 2021, the median price was only $375,000. Obviously, appreciation is still high with no severe downward spiral. And here, as I promised, is my side note on interest rates. The Fed is raising rates, and that's the rate at which institutions can borrow money. And they're doing this to combat inflation. If it costs more to borrow, demand should be less, and consumers are more likely to save than borrow. The biggest contributor to inflation recently has been gas prices, like we all don't know that already. Mortgage rates, however, follow inflation. There is no direct correlation between the Fed's rate hikes and mortgage rates. With all that said, inflation is expected to level off or not rise as quickly as it has in the past couple of months. Therefore, mortgage rates should see a slight dip. Make sense? Oh yeah, and now's the time for my no crystal ball disclaimer. So here's your Cliff Notes for the month. Sellers, still a great time to sell. Buyers, you have more choices, and real estate is still one of the best investments over the long term you'll ever make. Don't wait on the rates. Find the right lender with the right program. Signing off, Susan Roberts with eXp Realty, your favorite gray-haired realtor. See you on the other side of sold.